Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. We are back with Omar Alfaro, the real estate entrepreneur. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, everybody? What's up, Michael?
Hey, man. Hey, so we're in the holiday seasons. You're actually out. We can see the ski slopes behind you. You want to give us a little picture of what's going on? Want to show us?
Oh yeah, for sure. Check this out, guy.
Woohoo!
Look at
I'm
that.
jealous. I'm
I'm
jealous.
actually, I'm actually. There's another deck up top. You can see the little icicles coming
Yeah,
down, but there's a huge deck up there that's full of snow,
yeah,
and it has also our spa and everything else. But I have no place to sit outside, so
yeah,
I'm at
yeah,
our other. We're
yeah.
at
The
our other
lower. You're
little
at the lower deck.
the lower. Exactly. So it's pretty cool. Check
That
that
is
out.
awesome. That's awesome. Hey, something I wanted to talk about here is we're in the holiday season. And I think holidays mess people up in three different ways. Whether you're a investor, home buyer, entrepreneur, I think there are three things that mess people up. I want to go through each of them and get you to respond. What do you think?
Let's go.
So number one is easy. And this is probably what everybody thinks about, and that's cash. People are spending money they don't have to impress people they don't care about, and they're just doing stupid things. Buy now, pay later, credit card charges, Christmas gifts. Believe me, folks, we don't need more stuff. Maybe some experiences, maybe a trip to the cabin in the snow so you can take some pictures, make some snowmen, all that stuff.
Oh
Those
yeah,
are
it's gonna be
memories,
cool.
right? These are awesome. Don't need more stuff. But again, I think people will spend too much money. They will charge it. They will say stupid things like, I deserve it, or we deserve it, or blah, 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 into an environment that is very much a recession where you want to stack cash so you can make moves. You make moves in a recession. And I think there's a lot of people that won't be able to make any moves because they spent too much on holidays. Entrepreneurs, the same thing, right? You're spending money that should go to marketing, should go to headcount, should go to something, and they're wasting money. So the number one mistake people have is they are spending money they should save and invest. What do you think?
100%. Because this is the thing. If you don't save that money, actually, I shouldn't. I should. I'll digress. If if you're not going to use the money to invest to have it grow, then why spend on something that's not going to appreciate?
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's going to grow in a memory, like you just said, we're going to go do things like go to Big
Yeah,
Bear, go here. We're going to go to Costa Mesa. We're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's one thing,
absolutely. Yeah. So
and
that's number one.
that's something that. All right, go. Sorry, sorry.
No, that's all right. It's awesome. Yeah, they talk about being an entrepreneur, business owner, right? You run a team, you have all of this. You could do lots of things with the money as an entrepreneur, but you're getting prepared for next year. So talk about that.
Yeah, we are. We are getting definitely prepared. We are moving all of our Airbnbs into normal, traditional rentals to increase cash flow. Why? Because instead of it removing money from my account, it adds to my account on a consistent basis. So then, fast forward 6 months, 8 months, a year, we now have an influx of 50, 80, 100K extra, right?
Right.
To be able to go and deploy, right? Increase the powder that you guys all just saw right now, all the snow. It's exactly what we're trying to do in our business. And instead of, and this is one thing I want to share with you, Michael, maybe I need some advice here too, is um, some of these rentals that I do have and the new ones that we just acquired, it requires, you know, 30, 40, 50, $60,000 down at times, but they cash flow $1,000. Okay. And that's a great cash flow. But sometimes I'm thinking, it's like, all right, well, if I could sell it with the interest rate being 5, now we're going to start increasing that value a little bit more. And I might be able to get that 100 or, 80 to $120,000 in profit versus $1,000 a month in positive cash flow. I might maybe just keep 4 and sell 1 just to increase that powder that we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd like to know your thoughts on that.
Well, again, to me, it's all about the debt structure, right? Again, for me, it's all about learning average. So let's just say your average yield in the high desert is 10%. Your yield, cash on
Right.
cash. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Let's say, these five. Let's play this two different ways. Let's say these five are all 15% or above. In that
Okay.
case, you've got great deals, no reason to sell. Now let's
Right.
look at the portfolio and say, because it's very unlikely that all exceed, the base. Let's let's say you order them and the lowest yield is 9%. I'm just making stuff up. that
Okay.
would be the one I would look at selling. Um, so for me, it's again, my logic never changes. What's my cash on cash, which again is down payment, repair costs, is the denominator, the numerator is expected cash flows yearly. So take a month times 12 and then do the math. So if I was going to sell one of the five, it would be the one with the lowest yield or the lowest cash on cash. That is the only answer. That makes
That's
sense?
it. You said it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
makes sense completely.
All right. So that's number one, money. That
Okay.
everybody
Money.
gets that. Number two, this is the big one for me. I'm lucky and I didn't appreciate this until later in life. It is my superpower, and that is the ability to focus. Right? Whenever my thing is looking at my market every day. It just happens as, it's a habit at this point. I think there's a lot of people that want to be investors that make excuses. Oh, it's the holidays. I don't want to look. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I got blah, 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 blah. And, one of the guys I talk to every week, uh, all of his deals he's gotten between November and February. It's just
Really?
the time when nobody's looking. Go shopping.
That's actually
This
pretty
is,
cool. Yeah.
yeah, this is now he doesn't have a huge portfolio, but still, most of the people that watch my channel are getting one rental a year, one rental every 2 years. So if you're not shopping between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day, you're missing out. Do the work. No excuses. This isn't focus and daily discipline sometimes. This is
It's
focus and
all
daily
the time.
discipline every day, 20 minutes a day.
Every day.
And
Yep.
again, what a lot of people get wrong about this daily discipline is the buy box is powerful not because it tells you what to look at. The buy box is powerful because it tells you what not to look at. And that's where I think a lot of people get wrong is, hey, I want to invest in Victorville, someplace in the high desert. 3.2,
Hmm.
4.2, 2,000 square feet, less than 10 years old. That's a buy box potentially. Well, you do that in 7 minutes. You're like, well, I got 13 minutes left because Mike tells me I need to have 20 minutes. If Mike is over your shoulder, he's telling you at 7 minutes, leave, you're done. Don't take the extra 13 minutes and go, well, what happens if I look at, I don't know, duplexes, which is not in your buy box? You're going to get confused. A buy box
Hmm.
is permission to focus and permission not to focus. So that's number two. What do you think about time and using time in the holidays?
Oh, it's phenomenal because what else are you doing? You're sitting at home waiting for freaking, everyone to show up. You have your parties to go to. So it's like, it is going to be a distraction, but it kind of gives you an idea of like, or it gives you that time to be able to reflect on like, all right, what's out there? What's good? I
Yeah.
mean, you can find deals on the MLS right now. I mean, you can
Yeah.
find a crap load of deals on the MLS.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just
Yeah. I
found
just,
one for, I mean, dumb, like 120 grand, 120K under, and we're in escrow that I'm going to keep because I
yeah.
got a 10% loan on it, and it's like
Cash
10%
flow.
down, and it's
Yeah.
going to cash flow.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. It's funny. I closed a deal 51 days ago, 52 days ago at 203. I put 40 in. I'm listing it. It's going to list today, maybe tomorrow morning, at 309.
It's
Okay,
not bad.
it's not bad. I'll take it. It's all right. And I closed on another purchase 2 days ago that I should get a walkthrough video today on. So again, I love buying when nobody's looking. So that's number two, time. Number three, this one is important.
Hmm.
During the holidays, you network and work, your family comes together, you go see some friends that you maybe see once a year. And unfortunately, a lot of people will get around negative people. It's very easy to be negative today. Don't do
Oh,
this,
for
don't
sure
do
it is.
that, don't do this. So if you're going to be in those environments, I would suggest not talking about real estate, right? Only talk about real estate. You got to really audit your network, audit your feed. So be very, very careful. It would be atrocious for you to talk to family and have family scare you or get you out of focus. So again, just talk about auditing your network and making sure you stay positive and you keep doing the work.
Yeah, that's huge. And this is the thing, you're not going to have that conversation with a family member or with your guests that come by or that come by. You're not going to tell them, hey, listen, I'm doing this, this, and this with this one house. We're making 85K, 100K, 120K, because they don't know that. Like they don't have that same conversation. Like Michael and I, you and I can talk about, hey, we made 300K on a deal. You're gonna be
Yep,
like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You
exactly.
can't go do that to like your person that just comes over because they have no context. They're
Yeah.
not in the business. They're gonna think like, dude, I make that in a year. You're talking about that I'm making that in a month.
Yeah.
And why would you? And then now they're going to start looking at you differently, and it just doesn't make sense. It's like, you know what? Be present with the family and just interact with the stuff. And
Yeah.
yes, I'm sorry to say, but every real estate person out there will always talk about real estate. Like I
Yeah.
always talk about it, but then I also have to like stop and be like, nah, it's cool. Like, nah, I don't, no, I'm just going to hold off. They don't need
There
to
you
know
go.
everything.
There you go. There you go. Well, those are my three things. Again, money, time, and network. Audit all that stuff. Omar, if somebody wanted to be part of your network and join your team, how would they do that?
Guys, follow me on IG at Invest with Omar. We got a bunch of new stuff coming out. So I'm just going to walk you through a bunch of projects, walk you through stuff that I'm doing, good, bad, indifferent, losing money, creating money, and, washing money.
There you go. Thanks, buddy.